Hello, my name is Yulia and I'm Key Account Manager at the Corteco. Welcome to our short demo where we provide you with more information about payment orchestration platform and how it can boost your business. If you have questions during our demo, please write it in the chat and I will answer it after the speech. So, in the previous series, we discussed how to organize all your payment methods from multiple sources and link it to desirable banks. We reviewed how routing and cascading and decline reasons management rules can improve your approval rate up to 30% and decrease transaction cost. Advantages of custom payment pages and its significant impact on your conversion rate were highlighted. The previous time we had a look at your business protection from the anti-fraud software perspective so you can avoid paying very large fees and legal proceeding. Basically, we went through all the steps in order to prepare merchants or your own business for live processing using cutting-edge payment orchestrating technology. However, with the Cryoteca platform, you should always expect more. You're able to save your money for extra accounting services as you may use our billing technology to wisely calculate your fees, profits, and settlements. Let me share my screen. So, dealing with acquirers and all types of payment services provider, you agree about the financial flow of your corporation. There are two possible types of this flow. Agent flow means that you're having business relationships with acquirers and process transactions on behalf of your merchants. And at the end of the settlement period, the acquirer is sending funds to your merchant and paying your commissions. So you're acting as a technical gateway for your merchants and as a referral partner for the banks. Another flow is applicable to payment service providers or payment facilitators, which are responsible for funding their sub-merchants and reconciling the transactions, meaning that at the end of the settlement period, PSP receives money from the acquirer, deducts its commission, and sends settlement amount to the merchants. The same works for you if you're acting as a merchant yourself, so you're processing on your website with your business and you're settled by the bank with your total revenue once the fees are already deducted by the acquirer. Our system for sure capable of calculating fees and settlements for both flows. When you create an MID, you're able to choose which flow is applicable for this particular MID and your relationships with your acquirer. So agent or PSP, it's clearly stated in the MID. I suggest to move to actually billing section and review how you can create billing fee plan for your merchants or referral partners. Let's start with the fee constructor. Fee constructor is used to create templates of your fees processing. So here's you specify what transactions type you would like to see in your billing plan, what type of transactions will be used for this particular fee. So basically, there are two main types of fee that can be applied to your transactions. First of all, it's per transaction fees. So it's for some type like successful sale, it's failed sale, it's a refund, it's chargeback, it's capture or alt depending on your MID flow. So each transaction that appears in your transaction list will be charged with some fee. First of all, you need to prepare the template that will check what this transaction is. Also, you might need a rolling reserve. So it's also per transaction fee, but it's a percentage. Rolling reserve withholds a percentage of merchants' gross card sales in a non-interest bearing account. The funds are held for a predetermined amount of time. Usually it's 10 percentage per 180 days. Um, for this amount of time before the processor releases money to the merchant's bank account. Actually, it's strategy targeted to take care of the merchant and its financial institution as well, to keep away from the possible loss because of chargebacks. So in case there are some chargebacks that are not covered by the processing volume, it will be covered by rolling reserve. Or if it's some other penalties or fees that your business will be charged and your like processing history doesn't cover it, it will be taken from rolling reserve. And also, so the first type is transaction fee that are divided it into actually per transaction and rolling reserve. And another is recurrent. Recurrent fee is used in case you will charge any fee on the regular basis and it's not related to the processed volume. You can use a recurrent fee and configure how often it must be applied to a merchant. So as you see in my list, there are different created fees for demo account, but just for you to understand how easy you can do it here. For example, you have recurrent fee, you give it a name. Let's say it's monthly fee or even weekly fee, whatever you have. Then you choose how often it will be charged. For example, billing cycle is one time, so okay, the monthly fee will be taken once a time, and from the second month of cooperation, it will not be charged. Another thing, for example, you would like to obviously charge monthly fee each month, so you will be able to do it. Also, there is a fee for every settlement, for some yearly fee and weekly fee. Let's say we have monthly fee. You can also choose if you would like to start immediately, or for example, per your agreement with your merchant or with your bank, you're charging fee after some cycles, let's say 3 cycles. What means that starting from the fourth month of cooperation, 4th month of processing, you will start charging this fee in the fee plan. The same with the like finishing of this fee appliance. So if you would like never finish charging this fee, you can do it. If you have some agreement, let's say for support or monitoring fee, and you would like to stop charging this fee after some period of time, in our case for monthly fee, let's say after 6 months, you will be able to do it as well. So as I told you, fee constructor, this is the first step for you to prepare fees that you will generally charge from your merchants. Yeah. So in order to create a fee plan, you need to go to fee setup. Let's say we are choosing any merchant. We will be able to create a fee plan by pressing on pluses. The same we can do for calculating referral partners fee. In case you have some agents, some referral partners that are bringing in your merchants, or maybe you have like other agreements with them, and you would like to pay them their fee, their commission, you will be able to do it as well. So the principles are the same as for merchant. As you see here, MRP, merchant referral partner. So I will not double myself and stick to merchant. So just for your information that the process is the same for agent and you will be able to do it with our platform. Creating a fee, you are pressing a plus. Let's have a look at the transaction related fee. The first thing that you need to do, you need to specify the actual date that this fee plan will start calculations from. Then you can like have one plan for all your MIDs, for all your solutions, or maybe you have different fees per different acquirer or different bank connectors, so you will be able to choose it here as well. The same you can do with the MIDs, with the payment methods, brand, currencies, etc. What means that per some MID will be one fee plan, per another. Also, what is useful if you are paying interchange fee and it depends on the card issuer country or card type, in our system, you also can create fee plan counting on these parameters. For example, your bank is charging your 1% from the total processed volume for local cards and 2% for other cards, so outside the country. Using issuer country parameter, you will be able to apply different transactions to different countries and for different cards. The same with card level. So if you have different MDR or different whatever fee for business cards, for standard cards, for debit, credit, etc. Actually, there is a really long list of these card level types, everything you may find here. You also will be able to do it. So once you decided what fee plan will be applied to, you can start adding the exact values. As we previously created some fees in the constructor and the system knows which, for example, this transaction fee should be applied to, we're just adding the values. So we can add it as a number if it's some static fee or as percentage. Let's say our fee is 5% and apply here. Transaction fee was created for a successful transaction and you would like to take, let's say 5 cents for each transaction. And we apply. The same we are doing with other fees in Constructor. If we are not using it because the bank doesn't charge us and we do not charge clients with, let's say, credit fee, so we just skip it. The same we can do with roll and reserve. As I told you, mostly it's 10% for 180 days. So simple. That's the end. You just submit and you see your per transaction fee. The same with the recurrent. So you're opening it and you're adding some fees from the already prepared in the constructor. I would like to show you my fee plan that I prepared for you just to show it's on test merchant where I have transactions, so I have at least some volume. As you might see, I have specific fee plan for USD transactions for all acquirers, all banks, all MIDs. So for everything the same, just the thing is in USD. And I have some applicable fees here. And also I have another plan for some particular acquirer, which is Cryptova in my case. The MDR here and values are different. And also I have a recurrent fee for all, so even for Cryptova or for others. How I can create a settlement report? In this case, I need to go to the create settlement section, choose merchant and accounting period, of course. So we need to advise our system what this system is looking for, what we want to check. So for example, my test merchant, I would like to check all the transactions. I'll calculate my report for August. Again, for PSP flow and for agent flow, there are different MIDs and there are different way to calculate fees. So with the PSP, let's say I would like to calculate all the fees for all the transactions and fees for it that were made in USD. If I scroll down, I can see all the transactions that were made for the chosen period and check amounts, counts, numbers, etc. So let's create some report just to see how it looks. Basically, creating a new settlement report, you will see like first information as what is the merchant, settlement type in case it's something irregular, it's not according to your schedule, the period of time that you chose. So as you know, sometimes settlement period is once per week, sometimes it's for 2 weeks, plus a few days, sometimes it's monthly. So again, it depends on your agreement with the bank and on your agreement with your merchant. And if you're a merchant yourself, again with the bank, of course. Then we will see the acquirers that this particular report is applied to and currency of this report. Also, if we scroll down, the first section is related to the recurrent fee. As you remember, I have my setup and monthly fee. And for example, setup fee is one time applied, so I will not include it right now, but I would like to add monthly fee. So right now our total is $198, and I'm adding monthly fee here. So the number will increase. Then let's review the general information here. We see the MID, we see the transaction statistics for this period, like we had 7 successful transactions, 4 declined, and the amount that was processed during these transactions, and also the fees that applied to this transaction, and the rolling reserve, of course. So here in the subtotal and total, we see how much money we should send to the merchant. Here in this total, we see it as well. So once we would like to save or just preview it, we can see it as a PDF file because we can later download it. For example, we can preview this, or we can save it, or we can cancel it. So we have checked the PSP flow. I suggest also to check agent flow, because with PSP we deducted fees from the actual processed volume, and with agent we need to calculate what fee must be paid to our business. There is also another convenient thing that you may use. If you have some general plan for all the acquirers, but you would like to run the report for some particular, you can include or exclude acquirers that are working for this merchant. Let's say, as you remember, we have my Cryptova fee plan, and I would like to run the report with it. By the way, it's really convenient to include or exclude, because this way you separate all their fees. You see the exact amount, not something total, but the exact amount from this solution that must be paid to you, from this merchant that must be paid for you, because when you're acting as agent, bank can pay you some commission, and also merchant can pay you some commission for the processing as your technical gateway, and you're also your bank partner. It depends on your agreements with them, of course, but you will be able to take profit from both options. So from on the top, the information is the same, the difference only about acquirers and currency. But here below the statistics, when we see these calculations, I mean these fees, we understand that, for example, we processed 40 euros for this particular payment period, and from these 40 euros, our bank or merchant, depending who is paying your fee, must pay to you as an agent this amount, and for transaction fee this amount. So your subtotal and your total. So at the end of the settlement period, for the particular merchant, for the processing information, you need to receive this amount. Once you save or download this report, you know exactly what is going on with your billings. For the already created calculations, already created reports, you have such list. You can review all or again per merchant, and there are three different statuses. It's draft, what means that you're preparing this report, but it's not ready, so it might be that these calculations will be changed. It's ready to be paid, so it means that it's actually the amount that you will pay, but you're not going to send it right away. You have some maybe preparation, some agreement, whatever, and paid. So it says itself, it's straightforward that it's paid amount that for this particular settlement report, for this particular settlement period. Each settlement report can be downloaded as PDF, and also you can change the status here from the previous one, like the next one. By the way, these statuses are related and are involved in the upcoming feature in the system. With this feature, your merchants will be able to see their actual balance. So let's say you have some fee plan for some merchant, and like after 1 week of the processing, your merchant would like to understand how much money they can expect for the end of the settlement period. All the settlement reports in the status not paid or not paid or not ready, just everything that is aside from it, everything that is processed, will be calculated in the convenient widget in the dashboard of the system. So your merchant will see that, okay, right now I'm going to receive this amount. And also, with our flexible roles in the system, you will be able to grant access to your merchant exactly uh, to this section, so they see what is paid, what is ready, but they cannot see draft statuses, what is also convenient. So on one section they see their available balance. On the other hand, they see already paid invoices, already paid settlements, and settlements that are ready to go to them, to be sent to them. Uh, as I told you, the same situation, the same system with your referral partners. The only difference that for partners, of course, you will need to add some other settings, like to specify for what merchants you would like to pay them fee for. And that's pretty much all about our billing section. If you would like to receive more information, you always can request like personal demo where we'll be able to communicate more. And right now, in case you have some questions, you are welcome to ask. Okay, when it's silence, it means that everything is clear, everything is useful and understandable. That's great. At this point, if we are all on the same page, I suppose that I can end this meeting. I just would like to say thank you for participating in it. And please do not forget to register to the next meeting. It will be on the next week, so I'm waiting for you on the next Thursday. And talk to you later. Have a nice day, evening, whatever your life time zone is. Bye bye.